your friend named Anna.
My what?
That was foul. Your friend.
Linda?
Friend. No. Hold on.
Oh no. Are you talking about who I think you're talking?
What? No. I don't think so. Hold up.
Oh.
Hold on.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about on Facebook? The thing's
Yeah.
live. We haven't even done the intro.
No, we're just laughing and talking.
Hi, I'm Holly.
And I'm Patina.
Welcome to Girl Talk episode 6.
Yes.
We're sorry.
And we both were just looking at our phones. We are terrible hostesses.
Hey, somebody I haven't talked to in almost 6 years just started messaging on Facebook. Oh no.
So, how's your week going?
It's going. um, um, oh, kind of unplugging this weekend. Take a step back,
Reevaluate?
reevaluate a lot of things. Oh, men suck.
Yeah, they do. I can't disagree in this category. I had an interesting week as far as men go. Interesting is probably an understatement. I don't even know how to describe fuckery of this week with me.
Right.
Count the shock of my life. More than a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Being single is great at times. It also sucks at times.
Well, it sucks if you hold up. Wait a minute.
How do you rate it?
It sucks if you get a crazy ass bonehead.
Yes, that I don't know. When you say open relationship, usually that means open relationship. That doesn't mean a one-sided open relationship. What
Right?
is
What the
that
hell is
shit?
that?
That's called cheating. That's what that is.
That's when it's called cheating.
Oh, I don't even know. We had a list of things. Well, you had a list of things that were great.
Um,
I'm
shit,
scrolling back up.
we got into our man. Oh, good luck with that. We got into our man fashion shit. um, wow. I think that was one of the things.
Yes, wow, was great. I can't wait for 7.6, what? 7.2, what? Is it 7.6,
3,
7.62, what? I don't know, whatever.
3.2.6.
Okay. Whatever the patch is that we go to Argus, I like it. It looks good.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. It looks awesome. Can't wait to go. Can't wait to open up new quests because let's just be real with it. I don't like playing on anybody but Frail. My hands still have bronzer. Look how shiny they are. No,
That's okay. I got foundation over here. At least you got shine.
Looks like I put highlighter all over.
Glazed donut.
Yo, glazed donut fingers. No, but I can't wait to go to Argus. Just can't wait. It looks so awesome. But more stuff for Frail to do because I don't like playing on anybody but Frail, even though I have like 10 more characters to level to 110.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of time I don't want to spend doing quests. I don't want to repeat. That's the only thing about World of Warcraft. After playing it for 10 years, everything seems redundant and repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing.
I can see how it would feel like that.
Huh?
I can see how it would feel like that after 10 years.
Yeah. I've done every class, every race. All the quests on Alliance and Horde. And all expansions.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people they call a no-lifer, but I have life outside the game.
Well, that one person, he's always on, so you're not on as much as him. The one that was like, oh, I hope you get stuff.
But that's because he's on all the time. If he raider and all that stuff, I can't.
No, I'm saying, you said your life.
But that's to me, that's when you go, oh, I've done all of it. Done everything.
Oh.
I haven't rated this season, but this expansion, but I will eventually.
Yeah.
I've killed a raid boss. That's about it. I don't need to complete that quest. Remember?
What quest? Oh yeah, we do need to.
We rated technically this season. This go. Okay. More serious conversation. You and your sharp fiery knife pain, and your ovary.
Oh yeah. It's not expected I have to talk about that.
You have to. This is technically what this podcast was started on.
It was. So last night I was watching Sopranos because that's my shit. And I was just laying there, I wasn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden I get this feeling like somebody took a blade and stuck it in the fire and then decided to keep stabbing me over and over again in my ovary.
Yeah, that ovary pain is usually when it's like time to go bye-bye. To whatever the problem is.
But see, I don't know if I'm ready to say goodbye. My thing about it is with endo, if I'm going to continue to be in pain and there's a potential that a new ovary could grow back and cause cyst all over again, you'll really need to take out another organ because I've taken out everything else. And right. I know this is the only thing that stands between me and 50% chance of having a heart attack before the age of 50.
Right.
So when you tell me that my morbidity literally is what they've told me, when you take all your sex organs out before the age of 40, your morbidity goes up to 50% before the age of 50. When you tell me these things, I will swallow any type of pain that comes down.
Right. It's just like, no, I'm not saying goodbye to the ovary. I'm saying goodbye to the cyst.
Well, yeah. I'll be seeing Dr. Child sometime next month. We're gonna have us a nice little talk.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean.
You know, people been on me about getting rid of my shit, and I'm not ready to get rid of my shit yet.
I didn't say get rid of your shit. I get it. Because, you know, what's the point of getting rid of it if it's going to grow back anyway? Because I'm pretty sure mine's slowly coming back.
Right, because I'm pretty sure my right one is in the process of going back. I know we can't both be tripping. I don't want to hear that shit, doctors, about it's rare, because everything you guys say is rare ends up happening to some motherfucker. That's how you know it's there.
Hold up. No. Every time they go, this is rare, it happens to one of us. Or both of us.
Like the whole RA with Crohn's shit.
Right.
So, yeah, that was fun. And I yelped out because I didn't know what was happening to me. It literally felt like somebody was stabbing me with a hot knife. It was taking my breath away. And that was through my THC-induced.
We stayed such a THC-induced fog. We didn't realize how sick we were. We walked 20 miles in a day with our fucked up feet.
Yeah. And I thought we were going to die, especially when we got, I don't know what it was, but when we got to that last street where you look down at Westgate, I just knew we weren't going to make it. And then when I started seeing all the crickets on the ground, I was like, this is it.
I felt the same when we turned from the Circus to like turn.
Yep.
I was just like, wait a minute. That seems like 5,000 miles away. How are we going to do this?
Yes, I was like, oh my God, we're both going to fall out right here. And it's
and then all the crickets and everything, I'm like, okay, we're just going to get bit by a scorpion and that's it. We're just done for.
Well, that's why I kept looking down. That's what I was looking for.
Right. I got to where I couldn't look down because of all the crickets because I was like, oh no. She's going to have nightmares of our crickets.
And I had to point them out.
I'm not scared of crickets.
There's so many of them.
But when there's so many that they're moving so you can walk, and it looks like the sidewalk is moving.
That's what I was going to say.
No.
I think we were going to get rolled out by crickets, dude.
I wish you were a Stephen King fan, because there's a Stephen King book where the guy is like afraid of, like, obsessed with rats, and he's scared the rats are gonna come get him, and at the end of the book, the rats come to get him. And that's all I can think of.
It sounds like a skit either on Horror Story. No, one of them, like 1981 things.
Well, it probably was because it was one of his short stories.
But it's with roaches. The man is spraying his wood, and the roaches eat him up.
No, this dude, like, him and his son plot to kill his wife, and it's all crazy. And they kill his wife in the well, and then he sees rats devouring her shit. He looks in the well, like, days later, because, you know, that's a smart thing to do when you murdered somebody.
That's like the lady. That's like the story we read in high school with the lady with the leg of lamb.
And
she kills her husband.
And then he like moves later on because the rats are destroying everything because the rats have taken over, and he's obsessed with rats. And at the end of the book,
really?
A hotel, like basically saying like how everything is his fault and all this stuff, and he gets devoured by the rats.
No, thank you. But
that's how I felt when we were walking.
I felt like we were getting rolled out. We already had one type of people following us, and then the crickets came out, and I was like, "We didn't get rolled out, dude."
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, we're gonna die. Tonight is the night. Bye-bye."
Yep. We got really lucky though. That side street was kind of scary with the bones and everything.
Right. I don't think it was as
Nobody
bad.
found her.
I don't think it was as bad as the street before it. As you're walking to Circus, because I don't know
Yeah,
why the way everything's boarded up and everything is just so creepy.
that construction site.
And then you got that big ass construction site. I'm like, we're gonna die tonight.
You got lucky, dude.
I think it's
Thanks to the
we
power.
went together and we weren't separate. If we were two, say, single people walking that, I don't think we would have made it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there's power in numbers. You know how they always say that, like, you gotta go in numbers, go in twos at least.
Yeah.
But I never realized how much of a thing that was till then. Because once we finally got to the hotel, I was like, we're alive, okay? I'm not going anywhere.
Well, once we got to the hotel, I was like, damn it, we made it. I thought we were going to die.
Right?
I thought my feet were going to malfunction.
I thought one of us was going to end up in the hospital because we walked 20 miles.
We did. We didn't just walk 10 miles either. We walked in a fucking, for the first half of it, in a weed-induced, I don't know, state of mind, because it felt like the ground wasn't real.
That saved us. I'm telling you, that saved us.
Shout out to that dude, man. Shout out to that dude. We had a busy afternoon.
Remember, our dumbass was going to be like, oh, we'll walk back. It won't be a problem.
Right. Yeah, let's walk back. We got this. That's what we said at the beginning. To go clubbing, too, at that.
Y'all don't realize how high we were when we decided to walk the strip. Well, we had to, but we decided we were going to do these things and it was possible to come back.
Yep, we were just going to go back, take a shower, get dressed, and walk back. These are things we thought.
I don't know what kind of high we had, but we had a delusional one.
We had a good eye, man.
And apparently all I wanted to do was smoke out with some pretty ladies. I don't know what his problem was.
Oh my God. Do I even want to go into that story?
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
I feel a bitch fit coming on.
I don't even know where to go with that. But
it was interesting. It was the start of my latter half of interesting summertime, apparently. God said I needed to have interesting folks.
right.
I'm not fucking with you, dude.
Yeah, I do.
I think we should talk about what happened. Because we're both just like...
Right? Like, hold up. So, dude, smoked us out before we decided to walk the strip back to
He
the
just
hotel.
had to see me. Wait, he just had to see me. He wasn't taking no for an answer.
Right. All he did was smoke us out.
Mm-hmm. Then we get back to the room and I get more text messages. He has to see me again.
You were so captivating.
I was high and not stoned, like stoned. I can't say anything.
Hold up. So she was so captivating that this motherfucker comes back, smokes us out again. I go downstairs and dude is still watching TV.
Yep, I said my stomach started to hurt. I said I'm laying down. I'm getting under my covers. He sits on the corner of my bed, watches TV, and then looks back at me, and then watches TV again, and looks back at me, and watches TV again. What the hell is that? Are you debating your life or no?
Right.
Are you debating your life? Like, really? I could have been left alone because I had just walked like a fucking crazy person. I was good with getting my little vape, smoking my golden goose, and sitting back chilling.
Right.
Not trying to entertain you, who said you just needed to see me at some damn midnight.
And then all he did was come over and smoke and leave after he
No,
watched
he
TV.
didn't leave. He got put out.
I know he got. Well, he didn't leave.
I had had enough. And I was trying not to get ignorant. So I was like, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. I feel really sleepy and it really hurt.
Right. This was after clues of us trying to say, okay, we're tired.
I was under the fucking cover with the cover pulled up over my shoulder.
She literally leans back at one point and she's like, oh, my ovary. Well, she didn't say, oh, my ovary, but she just like,
I
I
can't help it. It just like last night, it just hit me like bam. I was hoping that it would have been a gentleman and been like, okay, you look like you're in pain. No, I had to fucking say it. I'm in pain. Could you please leave?
Yes. I just like, okay. And then like before then, we met. Well, okay, I'm gonna give you.
You gonna tell everything? Go ahead.
One hot dude. He had a cute friend, but he was hot. Okay, not even gonna lie.
I got caught.
English dude was hot.
Whoa. Yep.
And they were both packing. Just ready for these things to go down.
Those pants are full bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So we went to see them before. Nothing. Oh no, they were gentlemen.
Right. Maybe that's what like the difference is, because like American dude would have been like, okay, let's do these things. They would have been all over it.
It was a different type of atmosphere. It was like different in my whole life.
Really different.
I have never sat with a guy and talked to him like we're having a meeting about this shit.
While he laid a bit.
While he
boxes.
Yup. And then he says, come join me. And we just literally just sit there. I was sitting in the chair. I was drinking a Ciroc, and I was like, look, I'm good where I'm at. I was like, I'm good where I'm at. And he's like, no, come join me. Pat the bed and shit.
Right.
But that was different.
And then we fed us pizza.
I ain't never had like a straight out conversation like that.
The conversation was so just, I felt like we were being interviewed for a job.
I did too. I was like, see what your fucking ass gets sitting there checking out people's packages, and then you get to find out that it's crazy or it's different.
Right, like 2-hour conversation. It was a 2-hour conversation. We're not joking. Like 2+ hour conversation.
Yeah, he was on the phone and everything.
It was bizarre.
wanted me to write down shit. I'm like,
First of all, you
secretary
got
guys,
an
it's not
iPad next to you. Why can't you use that?
right. Well, unfortunately, something else that happened. I mysteriously lost a childhood friend.
Yeah, he went missing. He said he was coming to Vegas to meet
He,
you. It
he's
disappeared.
he's still MIA.
Mm,
That's not our style. We Camden Philly people. That ain't our style.
right. I don't know what happened, dude.
Especially after the text message I got at dinner. All I can say is the girls are talking about that text message at dinner.
Right? The text message at dinner. That was
The text
interesting.
message at dinner. I felt like I should have ordered rigatoni and sausages.
Right.
It was an interesting thing, but I have not heard from my friend since third grade. So,
So, yeah, we had an interesting time in Vegas.
we did.
um, Spoonie life.
Spoonie life calls.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye. Peace
Bye.
out.